Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I am in Norway and I am going to be heading tomorrow morning on a ferry across this little fjord that I'm at the moment and spending the day in Oslo. So come along and join me. Welcome to owmyback-packing. I'm Heather, an over 50s traveller, and after 4 months of incredible backpacking in Thailand, I'm back in Europe for the next 5 months, travelling in my little van across the beautiful continent on a budget. I'll be sharing real honest moments of life on the road, staying true to my backpacking spirit. Stay tuned as I explore hidden gems, meet amazing people and embrace the freedom of van life. Let's get going and find that sun.
So I've woken up in my little car park next to the beach and I slept so well. Well, it doesn't get dark, so I didn't fall asleep till about 2, didn't wake up till about 12. So I thought I'd best get off my bum and go for a swim. It's going to be freezing, but it'll be great. Actually in the sea, because I'm not all there in the head. I will be going on the ferry to Oslo, but right now I'm sitting at the harbour and it is about 11 o'clock at night, and as you can see the sun is just setting. Good morning. I've spent a lovely evening here in the harbour. I'm going to get on a little ferry to the main part of Oslo. I'm using an app called Ruter, which is the local Norwegian app for public transport, and using that you can buy a card or a day rider for zone 1 and 2, which covers where I am and also most of the main attractions. And it's about €21 for 24 hours. So I've bought that with the app. That was really simple, and the parking where I am was also €24 a night, so it's not cheap to stay here. But because the bus is so old, this is as close as I can get to Oslo because of the ULEZ, or the low emission zones. So I haven't really got a lot of choice. It's fine, it's really peaceful and quiet here, and it's really close to the harbour and it's lovely. So I'm going to go and hop on the ferry and catch you later. Right, so the bus is parked just there behind the tree, and that's the ferry terminal just there. It's a perfect location. So I'm just waiting for the boat, and they're every 30 minutes, just back and forth all day, right up until midnight. Very civilised. It's so quiet crossing there because the boat's electric. It's really lovely. Oslo is the capital of Norway and has a rich maritime history. It's known for its close ties to the Viking era, and the port has been a vital hub for trade and exploration for centuries. That's the Nobel Peace Centre over there. That might be interesting. Let's go and take a look. This isn't quite what I expected. It's very arty. I'm not really quite sure. It's a bit out of my depth, to be honest. Boxes, rooms, ladders. Strange. No offence, but that's €17 I'm not going to get back. I'm just walking along the promenade in the harbour,
and there's some really beautiful fountains and sculptures along here. That's the iconic City Hall with its twin clocks, a true landmark. If you listen carefully, you can hear the untuned bell, which was actually built purposely to be out of tune, giving it a unique ring.
That is gorgeous.
I could spend the whole day here looking at all these beautiful boats. But there's a royal palace to find, so we best get moving.
This goes on for quite a long way and it ends up at the Royal Palace. This is the National Theatre of Norway.
Ah, look, the flag's flying. That means somebody royal is at home.
So I'm just going to take a little walk around Vigelandsparken, and apparently there's some amazing statues and sculptures here. I don't think I've ever been to such a quiet city in my life. I'm walking through this rose garden and I really wish you could smell what it's like here. It is beautiful.
If you are lucky enough to come and visit the park, give yourself a couple of hours because there is so much to see and it really is a beautiful walk. Another famous piece is the Angry Walk, capturing the raw emotion of a child in tantrum. The entire park is a representation of the human cycle of life. Doesn't seem possible, but sadly my day in Oslo has already come to an end.
I've just got back from a great day in Oslo, and I'm missing the bus now because if I stay here after about 8 o'clock I've got to pay for another 24 hours. So I'm going to head inland a bit and see if I can find somewhere nice to park up for a day or two. The weather's amazing at the moment. Oslo was absolutely beautiful city, really enjoyed it. I think it's number 2 on the list, Budapest being number 1 still. Sadly, that's the end of my trip to Oslo, and I just wanted to finish up by saying I had a really great time. The city is beautiful, super clean, really modern, but full of history at the same time, which is a bit of a contradiction in itself, but extremely expensive in comparison to other European cities. I'm sure people will say, no, it's not, you'll pay that the same in London. Possibly yes in London, but it is definitely on par with that. It's definitely not somewhere I can afford to spend more than just a day. But saying that, it is beautiful. I'd love to come back here. So there wasn't a huge amount to do. I could have gone and visited the fort, and I believe sometimes that the palace is open, but it wasn't open whilst I was there. There are a couple of other museums as well, but everything costs and everything adds up. So I just enjoyed the parks and the other free activities, and obviously I went to the Nobel Peace Museum.
But all in all, I think Oslo is definitely right up there in my top 3. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share. As always, I'm trying to grow the channel at the moment. As I've said before, it's only a teeny weeny channel and I'm hoping to get to 100 subscribers soon. Anyway, see you next week.